Rahul, like Rajdeep very rightly said, after Rahul Gandhi's disqualification, this election is really going to be a big statement. Now, as much as Rajdeep said that the BJP has never gained an absolute majority, they were certainly the single largest party here in Karnataka in 2018. And that said, somehow the BJP managed to sweep Karnataka in the Lok Sabha polls. Their assembly results versus the Lok Sabha results, there's huge difference. But the Lok Sabha results, it's a sweep for the BJP usually. And with their MPs here in place and really strong ones, do you think it will influence this time's assembly elections in Karnataka?
Nabila, no, Karnataka doesn't vote really on the same lines. The playbook for Lok Sabha is completely different as far as the assembly is concerned. I think this election is going to be a big test. One, definitely for the BJP, because it is the party in power, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, a lot of political factors coming in which are playing out at the national level. But I think for the Congress, at a time when there is an opportunity for the Congress to do well in a state, say for example, like it had in Himachal, but there was no third player. But here there is a third player. There is a regional player. At one time, it was a strong anti-Congress force. You can recall that this party is no ordinary regional party. It had a prime minister, H.D. Devegowda. Now, in that scenario, it will test the Congress's capability to take regional players in challenging the BJP. If the Congress manages to take the JDS along as far as maybe even a loosely knit coalition or some kind of an electoral understanding, and averts what happened in 2018 when the BJP, BJP has been creating mandates, one through coalitions, but also by manufacturing a majority. Now, it did it in 2008, Operation Kamlam, and then you had in 2019, when 16 MLAs resigned in the BJP, reduced the strength of the House and ensured that it wins a majority and brings back Yediyurappa. So it is going to be a test for the Congress party, how it takes a regional player to set an example for the national level, that this is how the Congress and the opposition regional players can come together, and perhaps Karnatakans can set a template for the entire country. For the BJP, it's a big dilemma. One, it is one state where for the first time after a long time, I think last time it happened was in Madhya Pradesh, when the Shivraj Singh Chauhan government was facing strong corruption charges. This one is terrible. I think this is really bad calling card this time around. The Basarat Bombay government hasn't really done much to write home about. And in that scenario, Yediyurappa factor, I think, is going to be very, very critical. Yediyurappa factor is going to be critical primarily because he has announced in Belgavi that he's not going to contest elections anymore. And he wants his son to be brought in, the second one. One is already an MLA from Shivmoga. And in that scenario, if the BJP wants to keep the Lingayats happy, it has to keep Yediyurappa happy. And that equation somewhere I think is very tricky for the BJP. Because on one hand, it has anti-incumbency, as Rajdeep said, and on the other, it has the dominant force in terms of its electoral victories in the past that it has to keep engaged.